Hello and welcome to Trucker's World. As you can see, I'm not in a wagon. I'm not dressed like a wagon driver today. I'm going back to work tomorrow for a few days before my birthday, and I just thought I'll get this video on there. I've not done a video for about a good week now, so it's quite important, this one. So, all about obviously working on an agency when you are a lorry driver and which rate you should take. Okay, when you're a lorry driver and you go on an agency, and this might be applied to employees across the board, to be honest, but just from a driver's point of view, you are either paid a lower rate or a higher rate. Okay, the higher rate includes your holiday pay. So any holidays you accumulate for the time that you work in there, you won't get paid because you're getting that pay automatically, and it's usually higher, hence why you're tempted to take it, as I have. The low rate will be obviously a low rate, but set aside will be any accumulated holiday pay. Okay, and you usually have to work maybe a week for half a day, or maybe 2 weeks, give or take, and for every of those weeks or 2 weeks you accumulate half a day. Okay, so first of all, let me put it out there that I decided, and I've always decided, to go on the higher rate. I think I've just seen it as that's a higher wage. I might only be on the agency for a month. I might move on to this agency, that agency, etc., etc. So I just thought, well, sod it, I'll just have the higher rate. But that's where I've made a mistake, in my opinion. Everyone's different. This is only my opinion. So I've taken off a full week's holiday from last week, and that's not including any mandatory bank holidays, such as obviously today and New Year's Day, for example. And obviously I've not got paid for that. I didn't put any money aside throughout the week to think, oh, I'll put this money aside each week for holiday pay. I haven't done that. And as a result, I was a bit anxious. I know that on Friday, where normally I would get paid, I'm not going to get paid anything this week because I've not accumulated any holidays. I've decided to have that higher pay rate. So that does stress you out. Also, if you're on a pension with an agency, you can get enrolled in a pension, you won't get paid any pension funds because you haven't worked. So it does make you a bit anxious, a little bit worried, and I don't think, for me, it's a way forward. I think that, you know, if you can handle a low rate, and it's only £1 lower, maybe £1.50, you know, if usually you deal with that, that's it, you get your wage and you deal with it. That money is always there, okay? So if you work for the agency 3 months, or 2 months, or whatever, and you've not taken a holiday, and you think, right, I'm going to leave this agency, I'm going to work for that agency, I'm going to work full time, you can then request that money and say, right, I'm going to leave this agency, how many holidays have holiday money have I got accumulated? And they have to pay you it. Now, if you leave and don't phone up, they won't automatically do that. You have to physically phone up and request it, but it's there, it's yours, you're not losing that money ever. Okay? So it's really important that. And obviously, if you do take holidays, you'll get paid for them. Okay, now, I know usually you have to work there to get the full amount of holidays, 20 days holiday, you might have to work there a full year, but more often than not, most of us will work maybe 2-3 months, have a holiday, and some of that holiday, if not all of that week's holiday, might be paid for. So it's really worth it to set that holiday money aside. Just go with a low rate, deal with it, and then if you do have to leave, phone them up and get all that lump sum back anyway. And that's what I've done on a previous agency. Fortunately, I phoned them up, I think it was 2 weeks ago, and said, I know I'm not on the agency anymore, but have I got any holiday pay still accumulated? And they said, yes, they have, we'll pay you it, and I got a nice little lump sum of something like £300. Okay? So it quickly mounts up, and it's always there, and I think it's really important, that. Really, really important. So that's my top tip, I think, for the new year going forward. If you are on an agency, get the lower rate, especially if you've got children. How many times already my children have been off ill and I've had to take the time off, don't get paid. It's not something that you want to do. You want to be able to take that time off and say to the agency, can I get my holiday pay for that? And you can. And it'll just lower your anxiety because, you know, when I've been taking on holidays, the first thing I've said to my partner, I've said, look, I'm not getting paid for this, so we have to be careful. Whereas, okay, I do take a fair few holidays off. I might not get paid for them all, but I certainly, you know, a couple of days here would certainly cushion the blow of not getting no money. So, my tip, for me, take the low rate. You're not going to lose any money anyway. You're still getting that same amount. And then whenever you request it, you can get that money paid to you. Simple as it's great. Right, I'm going to leave you on that one. I've got some more videos coming up, hopefully this week. Really good ones as well. Hopefully they'll be all relevant to you guys out there. I hope you've had a great Christmas. Mine's not been too bad, a couple of dramas, but that's for another time, I think. So keep on trucking. Thanks for watching, and I'm always grateful for subscribers. So thank you very much. Thank you.